The Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, has discovered a rich seam for inquiries: pharmaceutical companies allegedly gouging the National Health Service. Pfizer, together with a small UK company called Flynn Pharma, was fined £90 million last December for excessive and unfair pricing of an anti-epilepsy drug. GlaxoSmithKline and two small firms were later hit for £45 million for conspiring to delay competition on an antidepressant. Now comes an accusation that the Canadian firm Concordia Healthcare abused its dominant position to overcharge the NHS on a thyroid treatment. The price of the drug rose by almost 6,000% while production costs remained broadly stable, says the CMA. The Concordia case is similar to the Pfizer one in that the price hikes followed the debranding of a medicine. Debranding takes a drug into an unregulated pricing regime where competition from generic manufacturers is supposed to act as a brake on prices. In practice, competition doesn't always arrive, thus a pack of Concordia liothyronine tablets rose from £4.46 before debranding in 2007 to £258 by July this year. The government has tried to address the problem by creating powers to control prices of generic medicines. But the open question is how severely the system has been abused. The CMA says its investigators are pursuing another 7 cases involving several companies, which may suggest a pricing loophole has been quietly exploited for years. The CMA is doing its bit, but there is a strong case for a wider investigation that looks beyond the narrow application of competition and consumer protection laws. As it is, NHS England's response felt limp. The CMA's action sends an important enforcement signal that taxpayers and the NHS will not tolerate market abuses, it said. Well, yes, signals are important. But taxpayers and patients also want to know if the NHS has been taken for a ride on generics, whether officials are wiser to pricing games and whether the new law is up to the job. There is scope for a parliamentary inquiry. And, since the companies all shout about their ethical codes of conduct, they would surely be happy to be questioned in detail about how they deal with the NHS. Dame Carolyn McCall, chief executive of EasyJet, won't regret her decision to quit to become ITV's boss in the new year. She's had 7 mostly successful years at the airline and few executives get to lead 2 FTSE 100 household names. All the same, the medium-term job looks easier at the firm she's leaving than the one she's joining. EasyJet's full-year profits were knocked, as they were bound to be, by a £101 million hit from the fall of sterling. But £408 million, down from £494 million, was a decent result. The European short-haul airline market was going through one its regular bouts of over-expansion and ticket prices fell. The position is now reversing, and quickly. Monarch and Air Berlin have gone bust, Alitalia is on its knees and Ryanair has cancelled a few winter flights while it hunts for pilots. Fares will rise for the first time in almost 2 years. Air Berlin's downfall has also allowed EasyJet to bag 25 A320s plus landing slots in Tegel Airport in Berlin on the cheap.